Also developing tonight, they've been mostly silent during the Flint Water debacle, but now a number of local hospitals are getting involved. Today, the hospitals address the medical concerns surrounding lead levels in the city's water supply. With more on that, let's toss it out to Ronnie Duncan live in Flint. Ronnie.
Thanks a lot, Colette. You know, for years and more than a year, protesters who have been concerned about the water of Flint have been asking, look, the medical community, do you hear me? Well, today they heard that voice loud and clear, and little did they think the medical community is in concert with those protesters. And like they said, and like they have always declared, that the Flint water isn't safe to drink, especially for infants and children.
There is no amount of lead that's safe for humans to consume, especially for young children.
Dr. Lawrence Reynolds is disturbed by the high levels of lead in Flint water. The CEO of Mott Children's Health Center joined other medical professionals today to express their concerns about data that showed lead levels have more than doubled in some neighborhoods since the city started tapping into the Flint River for water. The county health director is equally alarmed.
In the case of lead in water, you can't taste it, you can't smell it. The only way to detect it is to have your water tested.
That test was done independently and recently released by Professor Mark Edwards of Virginia Tech, an expert in the field. Today, the medical community raised the red flag, saying the new test results takes this ongoing problem to the crisis level. Why has it taken so long for the medical community to respond?
Yeah, you know, I don't think the lead is new. The lead issue is new. The other chemicals that were elevated, known, unknown, we didn't have kind of a research backing about what that would do to people.
When we hit the streets for community reaction following today's announcement, residents told us they wondered if city officials fully understood the scope of the problem. City Administrator Natasha Henderson insists they do.
That's why we're here. We're here to show our support and to say that we are going to do anything and work with the Health Coalition and the medical community in any type of way to ensure that their concerns are addressed.
You know, I asked Natasha Henderson whether or not she was concerned as far as disappointment was when they found out the findings of the lead and the contamination, some areas more than double. She says she's very disappointed, but it doesn't stop the city from trying to find a solution. And tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, the city will have a rebuttal to the findings that have been brought by the medical community. Reporting live in Flint, Ronnie Duncan, WNEM TV5.
Thank you for the latest, Ronnie. Now, Flint Congressman Dan Kildee issued this statement today about the Flint water studies. He says, in part, this new study showing elevated blood lead levels among Flint's children is very troubling. People have the right to have confidence that their drinking water is safe. He went on to say he is working with the EPA to provide assistance to families.